It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, going to the air with Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost, and I just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bears at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
This defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game. And the
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness able to record his 5th sack of the season. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Love. And he is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Packers. Puka Nacua, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Patty. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Patty now. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. It's brought in by Harris. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw now, here's Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second down, Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow, chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Down the left sideline.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. $35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Scott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, 36 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches.
1st down, Green Bay.
Here's Love. Short throw to Musgrave. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Harris running straight ahead.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 6. Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. That'll put him in an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Packers first down.
On play action. Love to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Tyreek Stevenson.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Play fake. Here's Love. To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Petty. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now 3rd down and very long. Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen. Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Palladino now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Patty. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Petty now. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
39-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Petty over the middle. That's caught by Scott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll look to throw again. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Santos' kick is up and through. So that, Charles, all season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach at pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers with a football here late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Love now to pass on 1st down. Pass complete there to Nacua. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Love, they go play action now. But that one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the 2nd quarter. Mac Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Brandon Ayuk leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears now ready to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. The Packers ready to take over offensively. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Love looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
First down, going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Penny.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man here is Scott, complete.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Packers' 5-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offense.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears had 6 to their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Santos out of the tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, Love once more.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Throwing, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Patty. Throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Love. His throw incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Petty now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Here's Scott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw offside, complete to Scott. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And now the Packers get set to go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st and 10, Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Love now.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Petty. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. They go again with Scott. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll run with Scott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. That's swung out wide to Harris.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At his own 9-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Back to throw again. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now a give right side. Scott. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bears, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball.